My name is Lorna A, and I'm a mediator and an arbitrator, and I also do court reference work at JAMS. When I first joined the bench, I had a practice in family law and a little bit in civil law. And then when I got on the bench, I sat in every assignment except for probate. And then I ended up my career doing 2 years as the assistant presiding judge in San Diego, and then finally the presiding judge of San Diego County. I would describe my mediation style as someone that's pretty hands-on. I like to get a really good sense of who I'm dealing with. I like to do a pre-mediation conference call with both sides separately, so I know everything that I can in advance, and then I'm committed to getting it done. Does that mean that you're staying until 10 o'clock at night? Yeah, sometimes it does. In a most recent mediation, in the middle of the day, we were slogging through it, and I said, guess what? I brought my toothbrush, did you? What I think the most important way to prepare for an arbitration in front of me is to have a very tight trial brief. What I like to see is every cause of action and either a case that supports the cause of action and details the elements, a copy of the California jury instructions as to what your burden of proof is on each and every element. When I was on the bench for over 20 years, I had the opportunity of sitting in many different areas on the Superior Court. And so I did family, I did civil, I did criminal, and I did juvenile. So now, as I'm at JAMS, I'm doing both civil and family, arbitration and mediation, and court reference work for family. The way I deal with emotional parties is really to sit down, knee to knee, and let them talk. And sometimes that's the best medicine for them, is just to let it out, to talk about it, and for me to validate or to empathize that, yeah, this is tough. And the only way to resolve it is to work through it, and where today you're being offered X, at trial you may get nothing. So using that old phrase that we all learned as kids, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, probably gets said a few too many times in my mediations, but it does really bring it home that today you can finish. Something I like to do in all my mediations is find something where we have common ground. It could be we both like restaurants. It could be that they have just recently gone to the same city that I've gone to. Try to find something common that we can talk about that's unrelated to the mediation so that we can have some trust between each other. So at the end of the day, when it all comes down to the end, are we gonna do this deal or not? They feel comfortable with me and listening to me explaining the pluses and the minuses of it, and then they can make their own decision.